Hello, hi, and welcome. This is a game I like to call Lay of the Land. I like to call it that because that's what it is called. That's the name of it. This is a This is a new game that just came out today, whatever day it is that I'm recording this, and by I believe a single developer. I've had my eye on it for a while because I'm a sucker for voxel-based stuff. I really just love blocks of things. The more blocks of things there are. This is so pretty. Love some good running water. That's very cool. Okay, so I'm supposed to... I've not played this before, obviously, because... yeah, it's... So I'm supposed to collect sticks and flint and plant fiber from river reeds. This seems pretty standard survival crafting stuff. Whoa. Cool. Awesome. Okay. The visuals of this are really magical. Better. Flint. 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 Excellent. I feel like I could really do a better job at an introduction for this game. I've seen a lot of these videos where people have figured out kind of how to do like a camera outside of the character, and then it makes it seem like it's the character that's talking as they're talking. Very cool stuff. I don't know that I can do that, both because I don't have the technical skill and I don't think I have a body, but you can just pretend that I'm this gunpowder barrel. And as you're pretending that the person that's talking, like it's the barrel that's talking. And I'll say, hey, what's up? This is a game called Lay of the Land. It's a game, and I'm looking forward to. Whoa! I can pick things up. I can also destroy one voxel at a time. Oh, that's so cool. Okay, so this river has gotten rather larger, and this seems to be the ocean. I mean, that's at least my uneducated guess, is that is an ocean. I suppose it could be like Lake Michigan, or Lake Tahoe, or Lake Superior. Okay. I can punch the ground. There was a stick, and then I got distracted and I didn't pick up the stick. I was supposed to pick up no, that's more flint. I'm getting a track record with flint in these games. I'm gonna pick all of it up. A stick. Yes. Remove ingredients from your backpack and place them together on the ground. Move mouse over them. Over the items and press R. When the hammer icon appears, then select an item to craft. Crafting recipes can be viewed in the crafting tab. I read that. I did not get any of that. I read it for you guys, whoever you guys is. It absolutely did not actually sink in for me. I don't know what I'm doing. Okay. Whoa. Wait. Oh, that's so That's so cool. That is so cool. Can I just drop it from my hotbar? Can I be good at games? Can I please just let me be good at this game? No, okay. I assume then that if I take some flint and I take a stick and take some rope. What? Now I have a dagger. I can go shoop shoop. 2 of those. Oh no. Oh no, I used my 1 stick. Oh no, this is a disaster. I'm gonna look like a fool to my 5 viewers. Okay, I've gotten 2 sticks. I've redeemed myself in the eyes of the Lord. That's too much rope, but I think hopefully he, capital H, can forgive me for that. Flint axe. This is what I, as a kid, like dreamed Minecraft would be like, or any of those survival games. Like, this is what I imagined. A little underwhelming, admittedly, but you know, we'll work it out. Wait, oh, oh. We're not going to talk about that. In that whole time, I've gone about 100 feet away from spawn. I'm so good at video games. Let's try this again. Oh! Okay. Ooh. Oh, that's good. So it incentivizes breaking things apart like you would, because if the voxels are a small enough section, you can just pick them up and get way more. Oh, that's really smart. That's what I like to call good game design. I have put that entire tree into my inventory. This is what I call efficient storage management. Ooh. What's going on here? Okay. Uh-oh. So I notably only have a flint knife. Ooh, can I take that? Ow. No. Okay. Okay, let's rethink this. I love this crafting system. This is so cool. Ow. Dickhead. In with the axe. Rush him. Okay, I can't block any of this, so I just kind of have to take it like a man. Uh-oh. Ow. Wait. Oh, he dropped arrows. And a bone. I have stolen a piece of his body, and I will use it to turn it into things. I'm going to do what the tactical geniuses of history call a strategic retreat. Ow. I'm going to do what the tactical geniuses of history call hiding in a corner until the danger goes away. Flowers. This game is genuinely gorgeous. Single developer. Pretty sure. Pretty positive. Pretty positive it's just like one guy. That's a volcano. Mushrooms. It would be very smart of me to just kind of wantonly eat these, right? Brown ones probably. Red ones maybe not so much, but you know, you never know. This is really pretty. What I think I'm gonna do, I think I'm gonna turn this into my house. I'm gonna do like a little kind of well, that was abrupt. Whoa, it's foggy. These are genuinely miserable conditions. Like, I don't think it does anything mechanically, but, oh, okay, no, here's the mechanics, shit, axe, get my axe, oh. I am sometimes good at games. There are sometimes points in which I go, yeah, I'm decent at this. It does happen, I promise. I swear. I like these lamps. These are cute. I'm really impressed by so far, the generation, like the world generation. It feels really, really natural. Like, the way that all of the pathing... There's a boar. He's so cute. Look at this little guy. The way the pathing and, like, the buildings and everything and structures work together, it feels really natural in a way that other games don't always. Okay, Thunder, I get it, but I'm talking right now. Being a big YouTuber. Oh, I can pick it up. Awesome, I can use this for decoration. I fear I am in danger for my life. Oh, shit. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Alright. This is fine. What is... No! No, I've been betrayed by the boar! Top 10 anime betrayals, 2026. I'm devastated. This guy that I'm playing... I don't know why I'm separating me from the guy. I guess I could just say I, but... This guy, I'm gonna name him Sean. Sean is having a miserable time right now. Like, he is so... He's soaked. Boots are full of river water. He's been killed and magically resurrected multiple times. Can't see anything. Everything's so dark. Wait. Ah. And this way, if Sean is a different person than me, then Sean makes mistakes, not me. And Sean forgot that you can make a torch. You're so stupid, Sean. Wait. Can Sean make... Okay, Sean can make furniture. Sean cannot make a stick. Okay, so I need to find a stick. I need to find a stick in order to craft another axe, because my other one broke. So that I can make a torch, and frankly by then it'll probably be daytime. Maybe not. Ooh, a church. Take me to church, I worship like a block on a Saturday night. Okay. Ooh, flowers. Ooh. A glowing orb. Not orb, I don't know why I said orb. Ooh, let me try that again. Ooh. a glowing crystal. There we go. Nailed it. Do you think it irradiates me if I stand too close to it? Am I gonna turn into someone with radiation poisoning? This is pretty. Still supposed to be trying to build, but it's just too lovely wandering around. And I'm very picky about where a good spot is to build. You know, I really want to, you know, if it's gonna be my forever home. And you know what? It looks like there's either a lake or a cove there. I think that looks nice. Much less depressing than a cave in the side of a hill. Although I could have turned that into like a hobbit home or something. A burrow. Is this really engaging gameplay when half of the screen is... Okay, well this is gorgeous. I've got it here. This is just so lovely. It makes me think of... There's a book series called The Edge Chronicles. Maybe a couple people will know about it. No one that is watching this. But there's a book series. Well, I mean, no one's going to watch this far anyway, except like my family, and they know what I'm talking about. So there's a book series called The Edge Chronicles, and in one of the later books, it's actually one of my favorite trilogy in the series. Someone settles next to like a lake, and I always kind of thought it would feel like this. This is lovely. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Okay, there's a tower. No doubt with creepy crawlies inside. So, how do I want to do this? Is this the morning? Is this the morning time? It is. Okay, the hill is definitely a little steep. That might be a little tough for building. A horse. Oh, I can just ride the horse right away. Oh. Thank you. Ow, what was that? What the hell? Oh my god. I was having a magical horse girl moment and you had to ruin it. Good god. What? No. 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 It's just rude. It's just rude. I mean, the nerve. Wait, I think I have... There we go. Tweak that, dickhead. Come on. Snatching victory out of the jaws of defeat. I really need to find a stick. Little tunnel. Okay, you know what? I am gonna say I still like the tunnel idea. I think that it could be really cute. So whatever this formation is, I think I'm gonna use this, and then I'll just have the door looking out over the cove. Yeah, I'll just clear out. Yeah, that'll be nice. I think this is the spot. If I could see. I like the bird song. But I'm really locked out of my homeowner dreams because I cannot find a single goddamn fallen stick anywhere. I found burdock. I found stick. Yes. Yes. Flint axe. Thank you. Oh, incredible. I don't exactly need a torch anymore, but still, that's still great. I will preemptively make one, however. That's a good idea. It's a good idea, and I'm smart, and I have good ideas. Rope. Stick. Crafting. Torch. Yay. Okay, I'm gonna put this here. I'm gonna put that there. Does the torch just work, or does it need to be... It just works. Okay, that's... Wow. Wow, that's so cool. Isn't it so cool that I can create light? Wouldn't that be so useful at night? Wouldn't that just be like the best thing to have in the middle of a thunderstorm at night? I think it would be. Good thing that hasn't happened. Okay, we are going to find out how to build. So I think I want it to be, yeah, like kind of a long... Well, wait. Wait, how do I want... I'm just gonna build a normal house. No, I'm committing to it. I'm gonna figure out how to make this into a beautiful, beautiful, lovely home. Ooh. Okay, so I'll just choose like this height. Wait. The Property Brothers are gonna love showing off this home. I just know it. Alright, I've got to go because I am in this thing called college, but with the power of editing magic, it'll be like I didn't even get any education today at all. So, and that's gonna happen now. And just like that, just like Matthew McConaughey in Interstellar, seconds for you is hours for me. And you wouldn't even know that I now know more about Maya Deren's seminal work, Meshes of the Afternoon. Okay, I kind of feel like... How do I want to do this? What if I... Could I make like a kind of a cone roof? I feel like that would be cute. Shapes. I can make a cone. It's crazy how cool this is. I mean, I get that it's just like I'm getting all giddy about a geometric shape, but still, it's really cool. How do I place this? Just like that. And just like that, I have an odd cone roof. This building system is really nicely optimized. As far as, like, there's so much going on with it. And I've definitely encountered building systems like this where just the positioning can be really awkward, the way things work. Not that I'm by any means really doing it justice by my incredible building skill yet, but it's just, for having so many systems, it's really nicely put together so far. Detail mode. Whoa! Yeah, okay, so that's awesome, because it means I can do really small, super interesting for YouTube details like this. I think I'm gonna leave that. Oh, this is so cool. Let's do some tree chopping without getting crushed by the tree this time. I'm concerned that I can't really see what I'm doing, and as a result of that, I feel like I am likely to get crushed by this tree, which is a small problem because I don't actually know where I live. I'm doing all right. I think we just keep hitting this. We being me and Sean, just keep hitting this until that happens. Oh. So as it turns out, cutting a tree down while you are standing on the tree is not good for you. Oh, okay. Cool. So there's a spider. There's multiple spiders. Okay, is this going to be Minecraft logic where they are not aggressive during the day? No, they just hate me all the time. Good to know. Oh. A knife. You bastards. Okay, can I... Whatever. Can't believe this. It's so embarrassing to die so many times to spiders. I mean, my crush might even watch this. How do I look in front of them? I mean, it's just terrible. My crush being my girlfriend. This game is so pretty. They're so pretty. So now that those are equipped, I might be better prepared for if any spiders come to kill the shit out of me. There you are, you bastards. Found it. Huzzah. So I'm going to try and approach this tree a little bit differently, which is to say I'm going to try not to get crushed by it. Let's grab this torch and then... Okay, it wants us to build a cylinder, so let's try that. Cylinder, and then that's kind of perfect. I mean, I do have to... This is hideous so far, but you know what? That's okay. Yeah, this is great. Really putting the art in yeah. Architecture. There we go. Oh, cool. I see. Neat. A bigger cone. And do a cone on a cone and that might salvage the hideousness of the thing. This feels salvageable as far as structures go. So let's take this evening to chop down some more trees. As long as it doesn't crush me again. What is this, Minecraft? Okay, so I'll place it there. Cone has been placed. I mean, like, in theory, I'll be able to line things up. In theory. That'd be incredible if I really just managed it, and made it look like it was easy to line the cone up with the cylinder. Okay, so I clearly don't even make jumping look easy, so that feels really doubtful right now. Wait. Oh, maybe. Is it lined up right now? Oh, is that? And then one over. Bonk. Wait. Can I do it? Oh, no way. Watch as I accidentally unalign it as I do this next bit. This is premium cone gameplay right here. Patreon exclusive for this gripping gameplay. Alright, there we go. I mean, look at that. Could that even be more perfect? I don't think so. Beautiful. Bilbo Baggins would be impressed. Except that the door isn't... Oh my god. I'm making a fool of myself in front of my 3 fans. Okay. It's kind of dopey, but, you know, I think
think we're really starting to have something here. Like, the bones of something kind of neat are here. Especially if I could, like, dig this out, have a nice, and then just, like, have a stairway up, all that kind of stuff. Okay, so I'm gonna keep doing the tutorial so I can figure out how to make the pickaxe, because that'll let me probably do that kind of thing. Smart thinking right there. I just tapped the brim of my hat. You didn't see it though, because I haven't done my 20 subscriber face reveal. Ow, 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 ow. Really rude. So the Kingdom of the Boars has betrayed me and my trust once again, and that's just really disappointing. What? No, no, no. We hadn't. This is unsportsmanlike. Ow. In light of this tragic defeat, and the fact that my dorm is tiny, and my PC is a furnace, I'm gonna play a bit more without recording on my own. I'll make a bit of progress. I'll figure out how the game works a little more, and then once again with the power of editing, I'll have won this fight. And you'll know that I was victorious, and literally, and I couldn't have been more heroic. It seems like I'm taking a lot of damage now, but that's just for like one of those sort of underdog stories, and oh, I actually won. Well, excuse you. What? Whoa. Whoa, that's so cool. It's really pretty. I know I said that I was gonna be back, but this is really cool. So I'm gonna watch this for a minute first. Oh, that's so cool. Yeah, I know, I saw it too. I completely lied. I came right back at the point that I was at because I realized that I could have my window open and have the fan going, and I have a nice enough microphone and software, whatever, magic of sound design, that I'm pretty sure that it will isolate the audio well enough that the background noise will not... The fuck is that? Okay, I'm gonna assume that if this is like the rest of things, yes, I'll just place the meat in and wait for it to cook. Super cool. Actually pretty hot. Because it's a fire. Get it? Because it's on fire. It's lighting it on fire. Wonder where I came from. Like, was I cast down from the heavens? I'm gonna be brave. I'm gonna go back home, even though I could die tragically on the way. I miss my cone home. E.T. cone home. Let me try out. What is this? Oh no. Dope. What? Every time I let my guard down just like a tiny bit, do I have any arrows? No, of course I don't. Why would I have arrows? That's absurd. Why would I have arrows? Ah. Okay, I think I got away with them. Got away from them. Yes, okay, this is how you collect stones, just by whacking the shit out of it. Awesome. Oh, I can use this to kind of carve out. I don't trust you. I don't trust you. You have lost my trust. Kingdom of the Boars. It's the Kingdom of the Boars, not to be mistaken with the Kingdom of the Boars. And my personal conflict with the Boars is not to be mistaken with the Boers' War. This should make it nice and cozy. I just stick that right there? Yeah. Okay, now we're talking. Let's just not worry about carbon monoxide poisoning. And I hear you say, who was worried about carbon monoxide poisoning? Not me. I say, that's fair, but obviously we live different lives. Is this entertaining? Are you entertained yet? I feel like you should be. Like, there's so many people that play, like, Farming Simulator or Power Wash Simulator or Euro Truck Simulator or I don't know, what are other simulators? Anyway, my point is, like, someone's got to find this content interesting. Just me digging some gravel. I can make pathways with that, which should be nice. I think I'm doing really well as a content creator so far. Not that anyone has specifically asked, but I know that they were wondering how I was feeling about it. And I feel like I really have my finger on the pulse of, like, what people are looking for, how to make how to make clickbait titles, how to really engage the audience. I'm really kind of hoping to go for, like, the 10 to 15 sort of age range with my content. That's honestly, so I'm making a lot of sort of targeted jokes, like making reference to Maya Daren's Meshes of the Afternoon, which I think is just going to have Gen Alpha rolling out of their seats with laughter. I'm really saving the heavy hitters of mentioning Eisenstein's Battleship Potemkin for later, when I really need to kind of get that attention back. But, there's strategy to all of this. I need to collect clay from a river. If I really wanted to find, like, a big river quickly, I would do something kind of backwards, and I would say that I don't actually, to progress in this game, need to find a river. And that would take me right to the brink of denial. There's skeletons there. I hear running water, but I do not see running water. I realize this may have been a poor... Aha! There we go. Okay. So clay. Oh, from near a river. Not like in a river. Yeah, my... Okay, that's not clay. That's not clay. It's not clay. I think my denial joke is really gonna make numbers with my proposed audience of 12 to 15-year-olds. I know that you might think that that's a pretty narrow age range to be aiming towards, but I think it's important to really curate one's kind of voice and content style so that it feels well targeted, deliberate, thought out. Like the audience in question wants to feel spoken to. The audience being 12 to 15-year-olds. And I really feel like if I can kind of connect in with what they're thinking about right now, as a group, as a collective, then I think I've really got this. I think I've really got this down. Admittedly, I might have to curb back my swearing a little bit, but I don't know. I think things are more progressive now. It seems like. I don't know if I really need to. Like, I don't know. Any 12 to 15-year-olds want to comment on that? No? So whenever I go outside, I can't see anything, and then I almost immediately put myself in some kind of state of immense peril. Not good for my health, for one thing. Where can I find clay? What does clay look like? Is this good content? I think this is good content if I'm just talking to myself. I think that's really what the 12 to 15-year-olds are looking for, is some like kind of careful introspection. I mean, that's what all the kids are saying nowadays, you know. Like I'm in with the cool like young Gen Z, Gen Alpha crowd, you know, and they're always saying to each other, they're always saying like, yeah man, cogito ergo sum. And I'm like, yeah dude, because I know what that means. There we go. I'll place this here, and then it kind of looks like, I'm kind of building, you know, it has that sort of effect. Like if this were a role-playing server, this would just give such a like John Marston 10-hour epilogue building his cabin kind of vibe. Except John Marston would be 2 feet shorter because he's a halfling in this version. Do you think all the deaths in Red Dead Redemption 2 would have the same kind of weight if they were all 2 feet shorter? I think it would. What am I doing? I'm getting distracted. Maybe I can find clay next to the ocean? That doesn't make sense. Can I find it in the ocean? Whoa, there's a cliffside. That's cool. I'm already crafting the insincere apology video about calling, asking if it would be funny if John Marston was short. But then I feel like if he was short, if John Marston was short, in this hypothetical where he's a halfling. No. Have some decorum. If John Marston was short and lived in real life, like was a halfling, John Marston, cowboy, lived in real life, but like modern day, just stay with me here. And Steve Martin was still alive, but Martin Short, who is short, tragically passed away. Stay with me. Then John Marston would be able to replace Martin Short sort of on the like comedy scene and that sort of space that Martin Short takes up, and Steve Martin would, you know, while somewhat dampened by the tragedy of the loss of a close friend, he would still be able to kind of have that sort of comedy duo vibe where he's tall and John Marston is short, and then it's Steve Martin and John Marston, and that has a similar kind of alliterative quality as Steve Martin and Martin Short. And I just think that would be kind of, you know, I haven't actually played the first Red Dead Redemption, which is technically a sequel to Red Dead Redemption 2, so I don't actually know if any of this is logistically viable, but given how the first chronological game, Red Dead Redemption 2, went, I'm sure John's fine. I'm sure John is fine and has plenty of time to live a long, fulfilling, semi-immortal life to have the opportunity to replace Martin Short. Although in this case, is that clay over there? I hope that's clay. That's sand. It's not clay. What do you think clay looks like? Shit, I was gonna make a chest. I completely forgot. Really nice draw distance. I know I've mentioned that, but it's really quite good. I'm pretty unpicky when it comes to that stuff, but it is... I just recently noticed how short the draw distance... Whoa! Oh, that's so cool. Why? Why? No, don't throw bombs at me. It's bad for the environment. They unionized. Jeff Bezos isn't going to be happy when he hears about this. Okay. I still haven't found clay. Like, I just feel like I'm really making a fool of myself for not finding clay. It says, collect clay from near a river. That's gravel. That's sand. That's a rock. Oh, right, I was going to make a chest. I forgot about that. God damn it. Kind of nice that you don't lose your stuff. I only just noticed that because I'm super observant. I'm really, really, really observant.
I can punch the ground.
This is why I know so many observant things. I just want to find clay.
I can punch the ground.
That's all. Do these have damages? I realized it could actually... Okay, damage 10. I don't know why I haven't looked at this. Attack speed 0.4. Attack distance 60. Knockback 8. Okay, this is knockback 13. Damage 12. Okay, the flint axe does do more damage, but it's just slower. But I still feel like that's probably going to be the most viable weapon for me at this time. Is that clay, or is that just a tiny patch of gravel? I don't know. I feel like I can probably get rid of the grass. Oh, I can turn grass into thatch. Oh, what can I do with thatch? There's stuff I can do with thatch. Do I remember? I can make fabric. And if I can make fabric, I can make a bed. And if I can make a bed, I can get a spawn point, probably. And if I get a spawn point, then I don't have to do a walk of shame every time everything in this game comes to kill me. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, this is good. This is good stuff. Sean's feeling really good about this revelation. Oh, but the point I had earlier, I didn't get to it because I got distracted a couple times, but I just feel like if I don't know whether or not John Marston survives the first Red Dead Redemption. I'm assuming he doesn't. I'm pretty sure. I can't imagine him surviving the whole game. However, if the events of the Red Dead Redemption games are the same, except that John Marston is 2 feet shorter. Just to keep it simple, let's say the exact scientific height, down to like microns, of Martin Short, just as an example. He's exactly as tall as Martin Short. Don't even think about... Don't, you bastard, you were distracting me while your buddy came after me. That's what we do to people who unionize here in America. You think I can swoop in and steal their kill? Ha! Ha! If John Marston were exactly as tall as Martin Short, that would make him a smaller target. So I don't know the manner in which John Marston inevitably dies, but I assume it has something to do with guns and being shot to death. this would be my guess. And I just feel like it changes enough for him to be the exact height of Martin Short that there's a chance that he could actually conceivably survive, right? Like he could survive. I just feel like there's something here. And if he survived the events of Red Dead Redemption 1, I feel like he could replace Martin Short. That's my point. And you might be saying right now, like, yeah, but John Marston isn't very funny. He's actually pretty dry. But I feel like, you know, I really feel like he could take a couple acting classes and it would be like Martin Short was in the room with you, you know? Like, you wouldn't even know, is what I'm saying. The 12 to 15-year-olds are going to love this extended bit about Martin Short. It's going to end up in all the compilation clips. Do people make compilation clips? I hope so. So it'd sound pretty silly if they don't. A boar could slip through here with a knife. A boar assassin. Gotta lock that down. What am I doing? I'm making a chest. God damn it. Chest. Oh, incredible. That's so amazing. What? Gray, you say, you're so good at this game. You're so on top of everything, and you're so locked in that you literally have never once gotten distracted. That's what you're saying. You've never died because you're really good at video games, and you haven't once gotten distracted. And I'm gonna say, yeah, you're right. I'm glad you noticed. Yes. Oh my god. This is incredible. This is a historic moment. I feel like... Oh, where do I want a bedroom to be? I know it's kind of tempting fate to not just like immediately place the bed. But I think I want a little... I do think I want it in here, because I think this is my cozy room. Like my kind of storage and stuff room. I think I want a little nook. A cozy little hobbit nook. I know that I still have not found any clay. Progression-wise, I'm maybe 15 minutes into this game. This game really has just a level of granularity to it that I really, really like in games. And a lot of that, of course, has to do just with how actually granular it is. The fact that it is on a voxel by voxel basis. And Vintage Story does have some of that, for sure, like with carving tools and things like that. And there's other games like Teardown. This really reminds me of Noida in a lot of ways, and the ways that each individual voxel is simulated kind of similarly. But kind of I feel like it's nice having a kind of a slower and more like open world pace to this compared to something like Teardown or Noida. Any boar assassins getting through here? Not to be mistaken with bored assassins, which are assassins that are bored. Not to be mistaken with boring assassins, which are assassins that aren't very interesting, which is also not to be mistaken with boring assassins, which are assassins which use digging implements and drills. This is such a pretty game. I'm really enjoying this. I'm still supposed to be collecting clay. Not to get distracted again. I could see this building system getting actually really quite quick, at least with the sort of broad strokes, and then being able to just go into more and more detail over time. But once I actually have a full understanding of how the controls work, they're really quite intuitive, the way they feel. Like, there is a lot going on, but I feel like that gives a lot of freedom, which is super, super nice. Oh, I can just hold the button and it just spawns a bunch. That's, again, really great. There's just some really great quality of life choices happening here. I need to prove to my crush that I can play video games. Oh, it's a face-off. Fine. You want me to do it? You want me to be cruel and heartless? Give it to you right between the eyes? Alright. It's a rough world out here. Establishing once again that my crush is my girlfriend, which really honestly increases the stakes. Crushes are easier to get over if they realize that you being good at video games is a real deal breaker, one way or the other. Whereas I feel like if someone I was really in love with decided that they didn't love me anymore because of my performance in a petty war between myself and voxel-based computer wars, I think I would be confused, for one thing. I would find that maybe a little trivial. Maybe. But I think that would also be one of the most devastating things that's ever happened. Which I acknowledge does show how much privilege I have as an individual, that being broken up with over pixelated boars would be the worst that things get. Can I collect this copper? But I stand by it. I think it would be pretty bad. Whoa, I got copper ore. Awesome. I like the music too. Like, a lot of it does kind of fade into the background, which, I mean, you know, it's kind of meant to as the video game soundtrack, but when I do tune into it, it's really lovely. It's just nice. Overall, I'm appreciative of the sound design. And there's some choices happening, just some ambient choices happening that is, again, those really kind of small quality of life, like immersion building aspects. That's probably enough. Grab some mushrooms. Of just like the way, like the footsteps, the way they change on different. The game is really solid. Coward. You bony bitch. Oh my god, I'm still looking for clay. Christ. From near a river. How near is near? Are we talking like a couple voxels? Are we talking like right on the edge? Like right here? Are we talking within a mile? Because like, these things just differ. If I said, oh, my phone is near the coffee cup on the desk, I would think, okay, a couple inches. Like a foot and a half max. Ooh. Nice church. Take me to church. Anyway, I was ranting about something. But I feel like in the wilderness, near can mean so many things. Like, is this a square mile? Is this, I guess, like, and, okay, I have another clue. It says near a river, right? Now, does this count as a river, or is it a stream? Any smaller, and I could even consider that it might even be a creek, depending on how you want to, you know, calculate that. Like, and is that determined based on cubic, like, feet of flow, depth, width? You know, is this a shallow river, a narrow river? Do I need to be next to one of the larger bodies of moving water, or is this suitable? Because this is just, see, like now this is the creek. I'm talking here, seriously. I mean, and it's just getting thinner. So is it just like any body of water? Or is it one of those larger sort of like river mouth areas? That's where clay would make sense. If I could get back to one of those river mouths, like in life at least, that's where clay collects, right? Like all the sediment gets pulled, sediment gets smaller and smaller, and then kind of collects. Oh, there's the church. I'm just going in circles. Oh, why are they? Sean is in danger. Sean is panicking a little bit. If you're cold, Sean's cold. Let him in. Edges near a river. Collect clay from near a river. Like a couple feet near. Okay, we're back through the church. This stream is wide. The creek has widened into. I would call this a stream still. Okay, and now it's starting to widen. So let's just follow this until we find something that I, at least, would comfortably consider a river. I think it's getting close. And do want to avoid getting murdered. So I'll try and keep my eyes out. I remember there being like a river mouth over here. Gravel path. Like if clay is gonna be anywhere, it should be here. But this looks like sand, right? I just mean like where else would clay be? Like is it a I'll know it when I see it kind of thing? Is this clay? Wait. No way. That is clay. You've got to be kidding me. I'm stuck. Shit.